All right, it is Tuesday night in Tooney Town, and that can only mean one thing. It is time for the fastest rising pro wrestling live stream podcast on the internet today. It is time for Tooney Talk Wrestling. Folks, my name is Marvin, and I am the Movie Monster, and I am here to welcome you to another week of nonstop wrestling talk. We've got a great show for you guys this week. We're going to be talking about all the fallout from WWE in France, including the pay-per-view itself, not to mention the behavior of the fans, both in and out of the arena. I have some exclusive video for you guys from Halloween Horror Nights to kind of take you through bits and pieces of the Wyatt house. This is something that we were able to get because I was invited as media to the Halloween Horror Nights opening, so we were able to actually film. Typically, you're not allowed to film or take pictures in a haunted house at Halloween Horror Nights, but we do have some really cool clips for you guys to kind of walk you through the house. Our guest tonight is going to be our good friend Travis Heckel. However, I did want to give you guys a little heads up. We are not talking about Jim Cornette stuff. If you super chat in questions about it or anything political, I'm going to either ignore it or just give you this this little commercial message again that we're just not we're not talking about it, guys. Travis is here tonight as a friend, and he's here to just talk wrestling with his friends, and that's something that we want to share with him and we want to give to him. So we appreciate you guys respecting that. But I can't do it by myself tonight here, guys. We need our awesome panel of excellence here, and let's bring them out. Kevin Apollo, my friend. Hello. Oh. Were you not ready? All right.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes. Oh, my goodness. I'm getting a massive echo from you, though. Or I was. I'm not anymore.
Okay.
You're fine now.
I was going to say, you need, whenever this topic comes up, you see the Dana Carvey, George H.W. Bush, not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so I'm excited to kind of walk you guys through the HHN Wyatt house because it was really, really cool. And, just kind of give you my take on that. Also, did you watch the Stupid in Paris pay-per-view?
I actually really liked it.
Yeah, so I liked some stuff. I didn't like some stuff. We're going to talk about it all, but let's get the rest of the group assembled. And there he is, the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Awful Wrestling. Who's muted? Who's still muted? Who did he say? Be right back in 45. He said, be right back in 45 seconds 3 minutes ago. So there you are. Okay, cool. You here?
Yes, indeed. How is everybody doing?
Good. Doing good.
Bueno.
Awful, how are you this week? How's everything going with, your YouTube channel, everything in your life?
So far, so good there, Marv. Yeah, the
good.
YouTube channel is doing all right. I'm waiting to, you know how it goes, writing episodes and, trying to find the right, fit for how you want things to go. But, yeah, everything's all good. Hope you guys are doing well as well.
Absolutely. By the way, to everyone in the chat saying, oh, don't want to upset Daddy Cornette. No, fuck you. We're doing this to be respectful to our friend who doesn't want to talk about this. So up yours if that's what you think. We don't actually care about that. It's
Daddy Cornette. Why would that
I don't know.
Something that would pop in someone's head?
I don't know, but that's the last time I want to even reference it. So guys, we have a special guest this week. I'm excited to bring him out.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Travis Heckel. Welcome back to the show, buddy.
I'm a Pokemon. Oh my gosh. Now, Kevin, I want to tell you, you know how we think alike pretty much on everything. I love Thomas Sowell. I started watching him and reading him in high school. I think I'm going to make a picture of you as my Thomas Sowell and put it on my wall back there.
Nice.
That's amazing.
I love Kevin taking down everybody all the time when he's on Pro and all of his new shows and everything. So he's gonna be my spiritual animal here on out.
Kev's X account is a great follow, guys. If you want to, if you want to just see him just gloriously rip into stupid people all day.
Yeah.
If
you want a differing opinion.
I am so out of it today.
That's all.
Like after the Pro show, I like laid down for a minute to just like rest my eyes, and I woke up and it was like 2 hours later.
Oh,
and I was just like, oh no.
That's what we call burning at both ends, my friend.
Yeah, no, it's gotten bad. Well, I don't think I've recovered from Halloween Horror Nights. I think it was so Halloween Horror Nights was like, we got there at like 4:00 to get there for the 5:30 check-in for media, and we were there until 2 a.m.
Oh,
so I mean, yeah. So
damn.
What? Who put that up on the screen? Was it
me? It was me. Oops. Wait, hold on.
I'm trying to take it down.
I'm trying to take it down, and you keep putting it back.
Thank you.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
All right, guys. So, by the way, Dis is not here. He might be able to join us later. I don't know. Awful, are we saying where Dis is, or are we just leaving it at that? Are we able to? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that because I have no confirmation of, allowance.
Yep. Okay, guys. So let's dive in. What do you want to say?
He's okay, folks.
He is okay. He is okay. He's coming home today, so we're just not sure when he's actually going to get there. But let's talk a bit about Clash at Paris. It was definitely a show. So it had some matches that I loved, it had some matches that I hated, and it had about 30,000 people in the arena that I despised. Because good Lord, are those European fans annoying now? We've gotten past the point where everyone is just kind of like, oh, well, it's they never get shows. They never get shows. They're just excited. It's a different culture. They've gotten so many pay-per-views now over there that I don't want that excuse anymore. They're just assholes who just make the entire show about themselves. I was watching
soccer.
Yeah.
Sorry. Football.
I was watching it with my wife, and she's sitting there, and she's just like, God, these people are annoying. Hold on. Awful just came back in. There you go. Would you leave? Because were you sticking up for the people of France?
Welcome back.
I have something to say about it, but I'll let you go on.
No, so, okay. So, when first we get into the, they do their stupid, soccer chants and things like that. And it's not just the French. It happens all over Europe for some reason. And just the singing along with the music gets so loud and obnoxious. I'm all for singing along with music. I've been all for it since the Sandman and ECW, which is actually the first time that happened, no matter what Chris Jericho wants you to think. I actually heard him say recently, he's like, I was the first one they started singing along the theme music with. And I'm like, motherfucker, you were in ECW. You know that they sang along with the Sandman. Stop it. The singing of the wrestlers' names, though, I mean, Beard just pointed that out. Singing of the wrestlers' names drives him nuts. And it's now carried over to North America, where North American fans are starting to imitate this, and I can't stand it. Chef Eddie just said, to be fair, Marvin, WWE shows are the only European place people are allowed to speak.
It's true.
So, this is true. But before we dive into all of that, guys, I just realized we this is a show that is made for you, funded by you. We count on your generous super chats to keep the lights on around here. So let's take your super chats before we dive in to seeing what the heck. What is going on with you?
I don't know. We've got bad weather out here right now.
Oh, good Lord. You and Kumi are checking in for $5. Says, I was surprised that I'm assuming means Becky got involved in Seth's match. Can I get a Glom Gold? You sure can, sir.
Glom Gold! Glom Gold! Glom Gold! Glom Gold!
Blazing Bolts for $5. So shout out to AEW Neckbeard for the NWO promo for the show. Hashtag Muppets for life. Yeah, no, that was a good one. That was one Beard had made a long time ago, and brought it back this week. I love it. I definitely love that one. Andre Adams for $9.99 says, fun fact, women tell each other to check the bushes for Brian Alvarez at night. They all carry mace to protect themselves from Brian Alvarez, right?
You also need to check Ric Flair.
Well, yeah, that is true. You can usually smell him, though, because he's usually just shit his pants. Regina Sharp for $20 says, and then I say to Tony, you got the money bin. If you want her so bad, why not just buy her every other belt imaginable? Didn't realize the Sassenach could take me seriously.
Glom Gold! Glom Gold! Glom Gold! Glom Gold!
You didn't think I'd be able to pronounce Sassenach, did you, Regina Sharp? So, yes. I've watched Outlander. It was one of my ex-wives' shows, so I now can't stand it. But so I haven't watched it in probably 10 years, but I remember the word. Blazing Bolts for $5 is when Marv gets angry, his fur goes from orange to red. This is true. It does. It does. You and Kumia for $1.99 says, will Dis and Awful have another live stream? Awful? Awful, that's a question for you. Son of a bitch. Yes.
Well,
yes.
We will get to one. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
When it comes.
Yes, they would.
Entirely too much emotion in that.
Awful. Will you and Dis have another live stream?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. If the weather gets better, yes, we will have a live stream. Holy shit! I'm sorry. I apologize to the panel and the chat for this.
Oh, good lord. Chef Eddie checking in for $5. Is Mercedes stealing Cena's gimmick? She's made titles meaningless and calls herself the greatest champion of all time, and she ruined indie wrestling. You know, that's the funny thing with this Mercedes thing. Every time she gets a new belt, she's like, "Look at what she's doing for these indie feds." I'm like, "What?" She doesn't mention them. She probably doesn't even know what they are.
No, she doesn't mention them. You can't see where they're from on TV.
Well, and now there's so many of them that like the announcers can't even spend time going through each one to tell you what they are.
Yeah, this isn't Mike today listing Ultimo Dragon's accolades.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Oh, my goodness, yeah. So it's ridiculous. It's not like she goes to these indie feds to defend these titles either. She just holds their belt, and some of them seem to have like this was chasing this one. Some of them seem to have like invented a women's division just to give her their belt. So
it's
that was crazy.
Blazing Bolts for $5. Joey Numbers' impersonation of Jey Uso was hilarious. He was like, "Hey kids, don't forget to recycle, Us." I have to hear that. I haven't heard his impersonation of Jey Uso. CWJ 1288 for $5 says, hello everyone. Just got back from Vegas. I'm glad I can enjoy the stream. Missed the Paris PLE. Is it worth going back and rewatching? Thank you all. I would say it is. Maybe I'm mute.
Matches.
Yeah, there were a couple. Good, I mean, there was one match. There's one match that I loved. I loved one of the matches. So, we'll talk about that when we get to it. But, if you were in Vegas, I hope you went and checked out that new Halloween Horror Nights all year round thing. I know Travis, you recently went to that.
I did. It was awesome.
Was it good?
Yeah,
I've heard mixed things about it. So I'm glad to hear you say it was good.
Did you see the story yet?
Did
you see the story I sent you?
I don't think so.
I sent it to you. Take a look at it tonight.
Oh, yeah. I'll take a look for it. You sent it to my email,
or Twitter, I think.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I completely missed it. I will. Take a look. Let's see. John Williams for $4.99 says, "Why orange puppet mouth not move when talking? This confused Brock. Brock smash!" I expected to see Brock in Paris. I thought he was going to interfere after the Cena match. But no Brock. So they're really holding that one back.
Brock don't like frog legs.
Brock
Paris.
Brock no like Paris. Brandon Tyson for $10. The story of Punk Seth now with Becky and possible AJ Lee. WWE needs to bring back Attitude Era rules. If not, it's almost as bad as Death Riders or Judgment Day with Rhea, where you couldn't touch the woman. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're going to see, CM Punk lay out Becky Lynch. I don't think that's going to happen. But I don't know.
What they did last night was perfect.
Oh, when she was hitting him and he wasn't reacting
Becky
to it?
Lynch, yeah. Paint brushing. That's perfect.
Did you see these activists on X who were like, would it kill him to sell for her? And I'm like, no. Like that's what this would be in real life.
These twats were screaming about people being upset over selling gummy bears, and they're screaming about a man selling a paintbrushing from a woman properly because was the most realistic thing to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, these people.
Especially, it's one thing if Rhea hit him, he'd feel it. Trust me. But Becky Lynch is 82 pounds. So, yeah, no, it's not going. CM Punk is not going to sell for Becky Lynch unless it's a low blow or something like that. Even a shot to the throat or something like that. You'd sell that. But Becky Lynch slapping CM Punk in the face, what's he supposed to bump for it? Just the flip bump like it was Shawn Michaels taking the Hogan big boot? Oh, it made me so mad. Andre Adams for $9.99 says, I feel like John Cena is trolling the IWC by showing AEW how to do their style matches the correct way. Hey, Cena and Logan Paul had a fantastic match. Cena has just decided to come out for these last few months and just be like, I'm just going to have the best match on the card every night. And just show people how wrong they were.
Are we going to talk about that match?
Of course, we're going to talk about all.
Okay, that's good. Or should I save my comment? I only watched 3 matches.
Okay. Son of.
I watched Roman, Cena, Becky, and Nikki, and then I started the main and lost and ran out of time.
Oh, you didn't watch Roman and Bronson Reed?
No, I watched Roman and Bronson.
Oh, okay.
And watched them do more storytelling in 45 minutes than 5 14-hour AEW pay-per-views.
Brandon Tyson for $2 is chance of Cena Dom for IC title for Grand Slam Cena. That would rule. I would love that because I know Cena Dom was on the list of people Cena said he wanted to work with, and the idea of Cena wanting to get the Intercontinental title because he's never had it before he retires actually does work. So that would be interesting. AEW Neckbeard for $5 is somebody to start a Chris Benoit sing along, and then maybe WWE will shut down the singing. Vince McMahon.
I don't think they're going to do that anytime soon, Marv. They just put out a video about 5-6 hours ago that just talked about nothing but the great chants that the WWE crowds were giving in Paris that night.
I love the French. They surrender their money to me every time we come over there.
They bring white flags.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. John Williams for $4.99 says the worst part of the crowd was the fact that they are French.
Oh God.
Regina Sharp for $5 says it could have been worse. John Williams, they could have been Quebec French. Great fishing up in Quebec. John Williams for $4.99 says Brock not go to French place. They speak Canadian yet aren't. This confused Brock. Brock smash.
Welcome to the lowest rated podcast in France, everybody. This is Tooney Talk Wrestling.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, our French audience are just abandoning us in waves.
I love the crowd, by the way, Marv. I love
you. What?
I mean, I found nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I thought it gave a lot of energy to the crowd, especially. Now, here's the problem. When there were dull moments in the match, when there were setup points in the match, the crowd was quiet. But when they were on their feet, it was uproarious. It was great. I thought the energy was great. I don't think they were as interruptive as you thought they might have been.
I don't know, man. It felt interrupting to me. It felt very interrupting to me. I'm not going to lie. But it wasn't just what they did during the show. It was what they did after the show. or before the show even. So let's take a look. Let's have a look at the weekend that Sheamus had. So it looks like this crowd surged at Sheamus and nearly trampled a young woman. And Sheamus, being the gentleman that he is, stopped, parted the crowd, and got the lady up. So
Calm down, everyone. Calm down. It's okay. I got it. It's okay.
So he takes a picture with her.
Who said get over? Who said get over?
Just absolutely ridiculous. But that's nothing compared to what Rhea Ripley went through. There she is walking to her Uber, and here they come from all sides, like a horde of zombies, to press her up against her Uber. Look at this guy. Look at this friggin' loser over her shoulder right here. And this guy trying to like lean in to just take a pic. Like stop it. Look at and this one over here. Like, come on, guys. If she wants to take a selfie with you, she'll stop and take a selfie with you. She can't get into her Uber because you are all bombarding her like this. You guys are lucky that she didn't start throwing elbows and hands, because let me tell you something. That woman could have kicked the crap out of every single one of these men.
You know what her job was before she became a wrestler, right?
No, I don't.
She was a bouncer in a metal club.
Of course she was.
I actually thought that was Billie Eilish.
She was 17 when she was doing it.
Yeah, I mean, so here she comes. I'm going to turn the sound off, but just so we can kind of comment over it. But look at this. They all come in, and she's just trying to, like, clearly she's not engaging with you guys. Like, look, she just gave, like, the, oh, come on. Like, and to all the people that are like, oh, well, they asked for this because they're famous. It's, that's not a logical stance to take. They're still human beings. Like, you can watch someone on TV, and like I saw Warwick Davis at Universal Studios one time. He was just kind of hanging out by the Grimmauld Place area in Harry Potter. And you know what I did? I said, "Hello, Mr. Davis. How are you?" And I kept walking, and he went, "Oh, hello." And that was it. Because he was there, but he was there doing whatever he was doing. You don't want to interrupt these. Like, I don't understand the need of every person to. So when I was at the press event, when I was at the press event for Halloween Horror Nights, Matt Bloom was there, Albert A Train,
Coach Bloom,
Senshi, or was it Tenshi? It was Tenshi. Senshi was Loki. And I saw him. I saw him, and I thought it was him. And so I walked up, and I said, "Hey, are you Matt Bloom?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, hey, nice to meet you." I shook his hand, and I walked away. That was it. And he was just standing there by himself at the time. So that was it. It's, I don't know, man. I don't understand the need to treat people like this, even if you are a fan of them.
Well, it could be worse. Back in the 80s, they used to follow him to gas stations and stuff, trying to kill Jimmy Hart and stuff. So it's always kind of been a pattern, I think. So unfortunately, but it just.
No, you're right.
Yeah. Sorry, Travis.
No. I was like, it's always been a pattern with wrestling fans. It feels like they can kind of follow them anywhere they want and tackle them wherever they want. Because, like I always tell people, I used to go to Louisville Gardens every week, and I used to hear people like plotting Andy Kaufman and Jimmy Hart's murders and stuff. It was surreal. So
yeah,
I know it's different. They just want pictures, obviously now, but it's a different mindset, but it's still the same mindset that I think you can just, they're just here for entertainment, and they're here for entertainment outside the ring too. So you're going to cater to me whether you like it or not. I mean, I think it's just a lot of society is today. They just it's no boundaries anymore. Everything's on social media. Everything has to be now about me, and we're all kind of like that. But I think it's a lot of what it is today, and nobody knows boundaries.
This is it right here. AA said it right here. Gen Z looking to film themselves with celebrities for the TikTok social media clout. Got to get them views. That's it.
This has kind of always been a problem in certain sections of Europe, especially in France, where the fan culture is very abrasive. If you've watched sports ball or just seen how they interact with famous people in general, it's pretty terrible. So I wasn't shocked that this happened, because it's just something that happens over there. And over the years, it's gotten a lot worse. Certain folks don't respect that.
Should they be trying to hire security when they go overseas now, just as a preventative measure, so we don't see what could be, what we kind of all think could happen?
Yeah, I'm shocked that they were. I'm shocked that they were out in the open like that.
Yeah, I'd say.
But also, if she had gotten fed up and grabbed one of those dudes by the shirt and like threw them back so that she can get in her Uber, she'd have been in trouble.
Yeah, it would have been a bad look for her.
Oh no, you hurt me.
Well, I think TKO would have come down on her for that because it's bad PR. Whereas I think you never know. Vince back in the day might have just been like, good hit. But Bill Watts would have been like, well, you can hit him, but if they hit you back, you better not go down.
Yeah,
or don't come back.
We've seen the UFC fighters do some very outlandish things, and they just got a fine and a mild talking to. So
right,
she could have been depending on if it turned into her reenacting Doom, then sure, yeah, she's exploding every head.
Roxanne got security for the weekend, I believe.
It's because she's the size of a Smurf.
Well, and didn't somebody break? Was she the one that somebody broke into their house? Was that her?
No,
that someone broke into her house? That was where it was.
That was Liv Morgan, wasn't
girl.
it?
Was it Liv?
No, it's that black hair girl.
The chat will know. I guarantee you the chat will know.
Not Raquel.
Yeah,
She's
really.
not with the company anymore.
Oh, they say no, it was Liv Morgan.
Well, there's another girl. She's not with the.
Yeah.
She was like the commissioner for a while.
Sonya Deville.
Oh my goodness.
Sonya Deville. Yep.
Sonya Deville. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Sonya's was really bad.
Yeah. Well, that guy literally broke into her house. So.
Yeah, he had a whole kidnapping. But Liv's was also bad too. They had a whole. Yeah, I don't know if we can even talk about it on YouTube, but there was also a plot involved with Liv.
Unbelievable the way people are. Like the people that form these parasocial relationships with celebrities, and think that they want them to harm public figures or things like that.
Yeah.
It's not a new phenomenon. It's just social media has. Well, social media has made them so much more accessible to people. So I guess they feel like they know them better or whatever. But I don't know, man. Could you imagine somebody trying to like press Stone Cold Steve Austin up again, or swarm Stone Cold Steve Austin like that? Like that wouldn't have gone well.
You could punch in the 90s.
Yeah, especially with that skull ring that he used to wear on his middle finger.
It always reminded me of my favorite part of Dutch when O'Neal gets fed up and turns the ring and punches the dad in the head.
Oh my god. Let's see here, guys. All right, so let's talk about the pay-per-view a little bit. Match 1, Bronson Reed versus Roman Reigns. This was hands down one of my favorite matches that I have seen in a long time. I thought this match was fan-bloody-tastic. I think that Roman put Bronson Reed on the map in that match. And Kevin, it's like what you always say. It's the difference between going over and getting over. Because Maron did Roman Reigns have he put on a clinic with Bronson Reed. He made him a star that night.
Yeah.
They just got to capitalize on it. Yeah.
Well, it's at the end of that entire segment. Who really remembers that Bronson that Bronson didn't win the match?
Yeah.
The outcome was inconsequential. And the only thing I'm a little sad with is, other than you needed Roman to go away, I'm a big fan of when it's time to elevate a babyface. Usually, the best way to do it is to have a heel, especially a heel who's a big, nasty, freaking bruiser, come out and absolutely just decimate the babyface, because you need that super heat, that super pity, or rather sympathy, and then they come back and you elevate them. But they made Bronson a star. They made Bronson a star. Same thing with Braun. They're both stars. The storyline gets continued because now Roman's got to come back for revenge. So you'll get Roman Bronson 2, and then you're going to get Roman Breaker. I wouldn't be shocked if you didn't get Roman Breaker at Mania with the way it's going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that the next feud is the Vision should ransack Roman's crafting table, and he can go after the glue Lafala next. And Bronson Reed will wear like just a string of dried glue around his. No, nobody.
I'm not biting on that one.
It made me chuckle when I thought of it.
Especially with the string of dried glue.
Why do you think that they had Roman go over on this match, Kev?
Oh, because Roman needed the win. Roman hasn't had a singles match in Lord knows how long, and the last singles match he had, he lost, and it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt Bronson at all. It's just, but sometimes a babyface just has to win, and also too, heels. Listen, especially in the WWE. Wins and losses don't matter unless you need them to matter. And the job of the heel is always to lose. Bronson has been punking out Roman for a while now. He sold both sets of shoes. So Roman was in a situation where if he was never coming back, then fine. He loses one more time and Bronson wins the feud. But, Roman won the match, so he gave everybody the feel good. And I think my first hint of like, oh, they're going to do something really freaking cool was when we spent all that time with Roman just, throwing the shoes in the crowd and being happy. It's like, well, we're bringing them up. We're bringing them up to tear them down.
Yeah.
Travis, what did you think of that match?
Oh, like Kevin said, it was like old school booking. You get the good guy, to win, and then you get the bad guy to take him out, put him out a couple months, build up some sympathy for him. He comes back bigger than ever. It's booking. Like, that's what I grew up with in Memphis wrestling. It's just, that's what it was. They would take out Bill Dundee, beat him up bad, and Bill would come back and be stronger than ever because fans would be even more behind him. So
right.
That's just, it was really old school booking right there. It wasn't nothing new and silly. It was just, that's how you book a baby face. I don't like saying baby face. A good guy to win, and then the bad guy, especially the monster bad guy, to get over, take him out after the match, let him get out a couple months, comes back bigger than ever. Whenever he comes back,
let him go film Street Fighter.
Can you imagine the pop he's going to get when he comes back? It's going to be bigger than what he got in France. They booked that 100% correctly. So
I think so too. I definitely think so too. I thought some of the things they did in that match just I liked Roman not being able to knock Bronson Reed down. That was because you never see that. You didn't even see that when Roman would fight Brock. So he gave Bronson Reed more than he's given anyone in a very long time. So all right, what did we think of the Street Profits versus the Wyatt Six?
What game were they dressed as?
It wasn't Fallout. What was it? I don't remember. It's one of those games that I haven't played. Was it Borderlands? Maybe I think it might have been Borderlands.
This is where we need Nolan. We need Nolan on speed dial just to pop in. Yeah, and pop
seriously.
Out.
Borderlands. I was right. It was Borderlands 4, according to Regina Sharp and everybody else in the chat. I love when we ask a question and the chat just lights up. Oh my goodness.
They listen.
But they do. So what did you guys think? I mean, the match was. I mean, I think that the Street Profits are grossly underrated because they are so athletic, and they put on such a great show out there. But I like the Wyatts as tag team champs. I think it's working. I liked the finish. I think it's at this point. Like, does Uncle Howdy ever wrestle?
He's like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre grandpa now.
Yeah,
he starts sucking somebody's finger. That's all he kind of does.
But I mean, like, I get what they want to do if they want to save it for like a big thing, but they're not putting them in storylines with anyone outside the tag division right now. So, and again, are the Wyatt's face or the heel? I guess they're just kind of a force of nature.
They're trying to get over.
You know,
that's ultimately what they want to have happen, whether they're face or heel. Get them over.
Travis, what do you think?
Well, I definitely think that. I mean, I think we talked about it a few weeks ago in Universal. They're just really just trying to make sure the Wyatts get, are still up there for the haunted house and stuff. So they're going to keep them strong as much as possible. So that's just, I mean, that's just what that is right now. So even if you don't like them, you have to deal with that because they're going to try to make money in that haunted house. So that's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Are they doing a reversal of how to get these guys over? Maybe like, let's introduce this great attraction here at Orlando Studios and see if it gets over, and maybe it can translate back to the wrestling ring and back to getting these guys popular again.
It's possible. I mean, the house is very focused on the core of them. There's Bray elements in it, but it's mostly like there's different rooms for each of the Wyatt Six. So, I guess in a way it might be an attempt to continue to get them over, but I don't know how many people are going to, translate that from the. There were a lot of people that were there that even I was with that were like, oh, well, why is it that WWE has a house at Halloween Horror Nights? And I was just like, you'll understand it when we go through it. And we went through it and everybody was like, oh, okay, I get it now. That was really cool. So it might make some people watch WWE. It might make some people fans of the Wyatts. But
now, as a fan, Marv, did it make you like, as a casual or non-wrestling fan, what do you think the people would perceive the attraction at the studios?
Well, so I can give you a casual non-wrestling fan's perspective because my wife was there with me.
Okay.
And that was her favorite haunted house of the night. Wow. And so while we were watching Clash in Paris, during the Roman Bronson match, she went out to go in the pool. And when this match came on, I called out to her and I said, hey, the Wyatts are on, thinking that she wouldn't care. Right. She came back in the house. So, like, for my wife, that's huge.
Yeah, nothing beats a good swim, like the Wyatt Six.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a pool on a hot day or the Wyatt Six. She chose the Wyatt Six. And then she came in and she was like, wait, who are they? And I'm like, well, that's them without the big masks on. And she was like, I don't care. But I was like, well, that's the pig and the bird.
Visual, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't like when they call them like Dexter Loomis and like when they call them by their actual names. I'm like, no, that's Mercy the Buzzard and Huskus the Pig Boy. Like, you get it right, Michael Cole. I mean, I guess with Eric Rowan, you kind of have to still call him Eric Rowan and not just Ramblin' Rabbit. But I just wish that they would do more. They would do put them in singles feuds, like actually get them involved with like actual like baby faces. I don't know. They did the thing with Chad Gable. Is what?
Is Eric Rowan even fight? I mean, I haven't seen. I don't watch every week, but is he even?
I haven't seen him do anything. I haven't seen Nikki Cross do anything. I haven't seen Uncle Howdy do anything. It's just the only two that ever work are Loomis and Gacy.
Now they had oh boy, what's the guy's name? They had Carmelo Hayes and Bo Dallas mix it up, I believe, on SmackDown a few days ago. What's up with that?
Did they?
Yeah, they had like a little backstage segment.
Well, that'd be good.
Yeah. So, and it seemed like Bo Dallas was kind of like an average person. Now, I didn't get to see
it was Bo Dallas as himself, not as Uncle Howdy?
Yes, exactly.
I don't like that they do that. I'm like, I don't want to see Bo Dallas. I want to see Uncle Howdy.
Yeah, but they'll start and Carmelo beat up Bo, and then Bo will turn on Uncle Howdy. And then
Thank you. I like that idea better than just throwing the Wyatt Six out there like, here's the old Bray Wyatt pop. And it doesn't work. Yeah, build these guys up real slow, especially if you've got an attraction for them in Florida.
Right. Okay, well, next matchup was Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella. I hated this match so much. This was the match that made my wife go back outside. She was like, "This is bad. Like, why is this so bad?"
This is the I tried match.
This is what happens when you drop a diva into the women's division. When you drop a WWE diva into the WWE women's division, you get this. It's because honestly, I think Becky is at a point where, as she's getting older, I think Becky is not the one that's going to carry someone to a good match anymore. I think Becky needs to work with younger people. Putting her in there with Nikki, I mean, what a train wreck this match was.
Yeah, I mean, listen, ring rust is a problem too, because Nikki was never great. She got better towards the end. Yeah. She was never great. And now you're going to have someone who was never great to begin with coming out, and she's been gone for how long? Like 8 years.
Regina Sharp for $50 checking in and says, "But Mark, the drum solo was so good." Banging her head into the tables. Oh my gosh, that was so bad. That was so bad.
I was just about to say, does Becky Lynch take any fault in this for not being a great ring general?
Yes,
at least.
Yes. No, she does take fault in it. There were a couple of things where I was like, "Yeah, that was Becky's fault." But I mean, Nikki Bella. I mean, do you think that it would have been better? And thank you so much, Regina Sharp. We really appreciate that $50 super chat. Do you think it would have been better if she had actually had the match with Liv that she was supposed to have?
Probably.
Becky Lynch versus Liv? Absolutely.
No. Nikki Bella versus Liv.
Oh, shit, no. Sorry.
The match would have been, I think the match would have been a little different. Becky only has Becky's speed, I've noticed, especially since she's come back. She likes to do a very particular kind of match. / it's the I'm over, I don't have to do anything style, but like in the women's version of it, where you know, I think Becky's kind of the first person we're seeing that from, because you look at even Trish Stratus still kind of goes balls to the walls whenever she has to wrestle, and how long has she been, you know, on the shelf? Or even Lita, when Lita came back for some rough matches, you know, she still kind of won all out. I think Liv would have been a little more complimentary, because also too, Liv would have worked like a coward. She would have just bumped for Nikki until it was time to go to the finish. So it would have been very different.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Did Becky Lynch have the energy of better? I've got better things to do later on in the night. Could that have played a part? Like, I don't really have to put this broad over.
Well, you know, sometimes too, because remember the first time Ric Flair and Jericho worked, and we were all shocked that match was awful. Sometimes
it was really bad.
Sometimes people just don't have chemistry, good chemistry the first time out.
Right.
So there's a lot of factors that but Nikki really should have had a warm-up match on Raw, and this is also why house shows are important. This is a direct effect of they don't do house shows anymore, because this match would have been done, at least 20 times all over the country with slightly different variations on the finish, and instead it was, well, go out there and go do what you got to do, kid.
Yeah, it was. This is 2 pay-per-views in a row now, right? Where we have really disliked the Becky Lynch match, because didn't we hate her? Her versus the Bird Girl was one that we were just like, oh my gosh, this is
bad. The Bird Girl,
right? Awful.
Yeah.
When she gets better, I'll learn her name and stop calling her the Bird Girl.
Yeah,
but
Lyra Valkyrie.
I know her actual name. I'm just being...
just start calling her Frankie.
Yeah. Now Pop Coco came out.
So I mean, and now
Frankie grew it up and got a job.
now that they're putting her with Seth, though, I think it's just going to drag both of them down because they're both going to get the others go away heat that both of them have at this point.
They don't have.
Oh, they do. No, they do. I think people are tired of Seth, and people have gotten tired of Becky. Like Becky, I think it was this recent heel turn. When she turned heel this last time, everyone was just like, "Oh, here we go again."
I don't know. I think you're misreading the tea leaves, bro. There are a lot of people who are excited about them being together.
Well, I mean, look, I've said that the Vision needs a female wrestler in there, so it makes sense. It's honestly, if I were booking it, it's what I would do. But then I think Becky needs to take the women's title if she's going to be in that group, because if they're really going to push them as the power couple, then they're going to have to do something like that. All right, so that match was a total dud. Up next was Rusev and Sheamus in the Donnybrook. I really liked this match. It was just a Haas fight. I liked it.
It was an 80s, 90s Haas fight.
Yeah.
Just get a couple guys beating shit out of each other.
It was a 90s hardcore match, basically, yeah. But I still enjoyed it. I like anytime Rusev and Sheamus come into contact with each other. I think they have really good chemistry together. I mean, it's so funny because like when Sheamus was like world champion and stuff like that, I was like, oh, Sheamus, whatever. And now he's just gotten so much better. And he's just really found his niche. And I'm like, man, now he should be in the main event because my God, he's so good. I like anything Sheamus does at this point. I mean, going from the matches with Drew and with Gunther, plus this, I mean, he could do no wrong in my book right now.
Yeah, Can I mention the fact that Sheamus, every time, the only time that the crowd came alive during the match is when he was doing his 10 chops to the chest on Rusev. Like, that's the only time I believe that the crowd came alive because they wanted to count along. But other than that, yeah, I didn't really think the match was all that great there, Marv.
Really? You didn't like it?
Not really, no.
Oh, Kevin, what'd you think?
I didn't. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I saw the finish. Oh. That was about it. I really wanted to know who won and what the finish was. I thought it was a very cool finish. I think Sheamus has been on fire for a few years now. I am even still of the mind that the year when they did Roman Cody the first time, when they the first time we saw them kind of scrambling because it wasn't going to be The Rock, I thought that it should have been Roman Sheamus because Sheamus had an incredible amount of momentum then. And I think it's just he's hit that spot in his career where he is kind of becoming one of those guys where he's untouchable. The promos are always great. The matches are always great. The guy looks phenomenal. I wish he was on SmackDown because they'd have a better chance of getting that belt at least one more time.
Mm-hmm.
May I say, we got to mark this date, September 2nd, Tuesday. Kev Apollo's very first bad, horrible take. Sheamus versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? You've got to be kidding me.
What, a couple years ago? When Sheamus was getting the loudest pops on every pay-per-view that he was on? That would have been that match where Roman would have tore the house down.
It's possible.
I noticed the panel got quiet.
No, I agree. I would love to see Sheamus do stuff with Roman.
It's because your take is awful.
Honestly, he's the gatekeeper role now, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think Triple H just trusts him to go out there. He's just going to have a good match. He's not going to do anything stupid, and he's just in the gatekeeper role, and he's going to make a lot of money doing it. I mean,
yeah.
Did we really want to see Sheamus as world champion, though?
I mean, look what Fox here says. When was the last time Sheamus had a bad match? I couldn't tell you.
But anyway,
I couldn't tell you. So I mean, maybe they don't burn the house down, but I mean, the guy goes out there and he has good, solid matches. But speaking of good, solid matches, go ahead.
Sheamus is in that place where the Acolytes and Kane were in, where you knew Like someone was just going to come out and they were going to get their ass kicked, and everybody was going to love watching the ass kicking. So I think what will be interesting is can Sheamus get to the point where he can be Kane, where you go, well, we got to kind of shake it up a little bit, so we're going to put this belt on him for 3 months while we get everybody else either healthy or in a prime the new storylines.
I'm interested to see where Rusev is going now, because they put Rusev over. So I guess that means they've got something in mind for him.
Look out, Carmelo Hayes.
All right, guys. Speaking of good matches, John Cena versus Logan Paul. Fantastic match.
Yeah,
really
you can't
good.
doubt Logan Paul anymore.
No, no one ever could. No one ever could.
Right.
No.
No.
Anyone that could was delusional. I mean, yes, he's a jerk, and like, you know, he's got one of the most slappable faces on the planet, but man, he gets it. He goes out there, he does it. It's what makes him such an infuriating heel, is because he is so good.
Dude, listen, Logan even has the intangibles, bro. Like the stuff you can't teach people. One of my favorite, you know, we all love John Cena matches because we can hear everything John Cena says.
Yes.
There was a point where I can't remember what Cena yelled. Cena yells something, and Logan gets up and he's selling his face. He's trying to ventriloquist speak and hide his mouth so the camera and the crowd can't see. And he's clearly talking back to him, trying to figure out, okay, where do I need to be, or what do you want to do? Like, it's just that that is stuff that's natural instinct. That's just natural instinct.
Whereas John Cena just lifts his head, looks into the camera, opens his mouth wide, and says, "Side slam." I know I went with side slam. Remember when we heard Triple H? Oh, side slam! When he screamed across the ring at the Big Show.
Oh, yeah, well, God, remember we had like those 4 weeks of Raw where you could hear every match, every move that Triple H was calling. Clothesline, leapfrog, power slam.
The switch to HD when all of a sudden everything could be heard. Oh my goodness. But
is it okay that we take out the pretext of like, yeah, Logan Paul's a real jerk in real life, but he's a great wrestler? Like, no. He's just a great wrestler now. Like, I think he's overcome the jerkiness. He wants this. He wants to be a professional wrestler. It's great.
This dude is someone who can be a world champion. He is the return of the old school. I just love my heat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And somebody in the chat said Logan Paul is the wrestler Meltzer told us Kenny Omega was. I think that's
a great line. That is a great line. And that's why Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks hate Logan Paul so much, because they're so threatened by him. Because, I mean, yeah, he that hit the nail on the head right there. I mean, just a natural athlete.
That's it. You have a natural athlete who does the acrobatics better than them and does the work significantly better than they ever could.
Yeah. With nowhere near the experience, which is just still boggles my mind. Like, I don't even think he's had 100 matches yet.
No, not even.
Dude, amateur wrestling can put you there. Amateur wrestling gives you great balance, great footing, timing. I mean, it's a natural fit for him.
But also, I know wrestlers who used to watch boxing because they wanted to see the way that you sway and the way that you stumble when you get hit. So I mean, that's the thing that Logan Paul knows.
Their heels.
Yep. So yeah, Logan Paul is he's going to be a force to be reckoned with, whether he knows the insider lingo or not. Kevin Nash. All right, so last match, Seth Rollins, LA Knight, Jey Uso, and CM Punk. They had the single coolest reversal I've ever seen in my life in this match. When I think it was Jey, jumped to do, I guess it was a spear or something like that, or a shoulder tackle, and Rollins caught him midair in the pedigree. That was really cool. Spot. That was really cool. I will say, when I see LA Knight around main eventers, he just looks so out of place. If the LA Knight thing was going to happen, it would have happened 3 years ago. I'm
Yeah,
kind of done.
They're
He's an
building up now.
Well, I mean, we
Say
always
again,
say
Kev?
I said they're building up to his actual main event run now.
Okay.
Well, we always say he was an Attitude Era cover band, and he lost all of his steam when The Rock came back, and it's like, why do you want to watch the Beatles cover band when you can watch the Beatles?
So let's say there is truth to this. Chris Jericho is trying to escape the Phantom Zone, the new Phantom Zone. I think LA Knight would be the perfect person for Chris Jericho to get him primed and properly ready for a main event. Especially you got to bring Jericho in. He's going to have one last quasi main event, feud, and I think that would be the feud that I would give him.
I think he'll end up, LA Knight goes
I think
over.
LA Knight would totally go over. He'd have to go.
Okay,
over.
gotcha.
I could see I think Jericho would definitely tie it up with Rollins at some point if he goes back. But again, these are things I never want to see because I never want to see Chris Jericho go back.
I was just about to scold you, Marv.
I want him to sign. I want him to sign another 10-year contract with Tony Khan, which everyone said he signed a 10-year contract last time. I don't know how all of a sudden he's able, unless there's an escape clause and he's thinking about going with it. But there's an escape, Chris Jericho escape pod. But
right, okay, that's the same thing I was thinking.
When you gave me my contract, I wrote this in invisible ink.
Disappearing, reappearing,
Tony. I, Chris Jericho,
hereby bequeath to the land of Toontown. Wait, what is this? Oh my goodness, Roger Rabbit references.
If an orange Muppet ever mocks me on YouTube, I get to knock 8 years off of my contract.
Time traveling Chris Jericho. So
we're hoping for our next headlock headlines.
Well, it's in production, I will say. It's a good one too so far. It's a lot of it's a lot of Triple H Disney stuff so far because of the ESPN thing.
Match made in heaven.
Yeah, no, it was making me laugh when I write. I always know it's going to be good when I laugh when I write it. But can we stop doing the thing where the person runs in, the person who's already on the roster runs in, and they're wearing the hoodie and the balaclava and like oh my gosh, I hate it so much. They do it all the time in AEW with Wheeler Yuta and stuff like that. Like Becky Lynch is on the roster. She doesn't need to come in there dressed as a ninja to attack CM Punk. Just don't show her on camera until she hits the low blow, and we'll see it. Like, can we stop dressing everyone up as Sub-Zero?
You're missing the point of the pageantry. Just because AEW doesn't get it right.
Thank you.
This is why they showed you why you do it. Because most people are going. If Seth, other than the fact that you have a very vocal contingent of not internet fans, which is regular fans, who wanted to see them together because everybody knows they're husband and wife, and they're both heel at the same time. The point is, you're assuming that whoever's going to run out to help Seth is going to be a male. So they dressed her up. You couldn't tell whether it was male or female until she pulled the hood off and you saw it was Becky. That's why you did that. It's AEW does it every week, and it's always Wheeler. It's always Wheeler Yuta. It's the equivalent of watching a pup named Scooby-Doo and having Fred blame Red Herring at this point.
It's Wheeler Yuta. You know what? Maybe it is that because I see it now and just automatically roll my eyes, and I think it's because AEW has beaten the concept into the ground.
Well, because
they didn't.
It's lazy booking, though. It's like if it's always a surprise, it's not a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the difference is there, Marv, is the fact that Breaker and Bronson Reed were both banned from ringside. So the intrigue, there was a storyline set. That's the beginning. The middle is the match, of course, and the ending is obviously Becky Lynch revealing herself. I thought it was perfectly done. And to compare that to anything that AEW is doing is quite crazy. Like anything that AEW is doing should not deter you from, how great WWE does it. Damn, I sounded like a shill right there, but
You really did.
it's nonetheless. Yeah, I know it's nonetheless true.
You fed Stan.
Yeah, I can hear
You're
it now.
E-drone.
Well, I mean,
like what Boris says, they've done the balaclava thing with like every bloodline member. I'm a little tired of it as a concept. Like there was a huge pop when she took it off, and I get that that's what we're going for. But man, I don't know.
It's the only thing that matters.
Did you think it was going to be Becky Lynch, Marv?
Yes, I did. The second I saw how small the person was, I said that's Becky Lynch.
Yeah, but again, this isn't about us. We are different. We're different creatures. They don't book for us.
No. So now obviously what everyone thinks is going to happen is CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, which
well, duh.
I like. Again, it's how old is AJ Lee now?
47. Not
38. So her and Becky are both 38. Again, it's another spot on the roster being taken up by two women who are over 35 when you have this NXT roster of just exceptional talent. I don't know. It'll be cool for one match. I hope it doesn't go beyond that. It's I don't think we need it, but people seem to want it. So
that's it. People have been asking for it since he got back. You kind of just at some point in time you just gotta give them the red meat. If they're asking for the steak, you give them some freaking steak. But she's not gonna stick around. Listen, this is about the WWE is about attractions and spectacle and
moments.
And moments. Exactly. It's only about the moment. What good is pulling up somebody from NXT they're Punk's partner? Who gives a shit? It doesn't resonate. It's just another match. If you're there in a position now where they're booking it so that this is a feud that people are talking about in 20 years. If they decide to go put we don't do physical media releases anymore. But when they make a documentary on ESPN and we're recapping the best feuds of the 2020s, this is going to be one that's going to eat up a big chunk of that documentary.
Huh. I didn't mean to click that. I was just looking at it, but
damn, what was I
not
say?
Zack Ryder. Can you link that in the chat, please, or Beard? Can you send it to us? Because if Meltzer had a meltdown, we're very low on Meltzer stuff this week. So
right. But I was gonna say, who could you put in instead of Punk's wife in this particular feud? You can't put Lita there.
You put Rhea there. You can put Rhea there.
You have to go. And Rhea's overexposed at this point, and I think they're actually being smart.
She's busy right now,
bringing her down and keeping her busy, but not on top. This again, a match like this, again, you got to think about who you want someone who Punk has history with,
right?
That's it would be the equivalent of what's a good one. It would be the equivalent of if Savage was feuding with somebody, and the other person had Sherry. Everybody would want Elizabeth. Everybody would want Elizabeth. You just got to do it.
They're not looking for Gorgeous George.
Yeah, they're not. Right. Yeah, they're not looking for Gorgeous George unless you want to watch him have a meltdown on live TV.
So, our old friend Triple H's Thoughts posted this thing on X about the backstory of I guess Becky and Seth with Punk and AJ. So I haven't actually listened to this yet, so we're hearing it first. So this is actually not good, then I'm sorry, but let's hear it.
And released and shut the door behind me. Only when I opened my eyes, I noticed that the women's champion, or as they so awfully named it, the Divas champion, AJ Lee, was standing to the left of me, typing furiously into her phone. Without picking up on...
what happened? Did Punk talk to a woman? Because I've heard that she's a very jealous psychopath.
Social cues, I enthusiastically greeted her. Hello! 4 octaves higher than normal with the underlying desperation of, please like me. I'm Rebecca. She looked up as I stretched out my hand to shake hers, grunted what may have been a hi before going back to finger punching her phone, leaving me with my arm outstretched, fondling the air.
Ooh, what a bitch.
This is going horribly, I thought as I sat in the bathroom stall, scared to pee too loudly.
Okay, that was good. That was good. Now I want to read this book.
That's hilarious.
I don't know if she was a wrestler at
Women,
that
you
time or
pee
if she
too
was just a
loudly.
fan, but
The P did it for you, huh?
that was funny. All right, let's get to some super chats here. John Williams says if they start chanting something they don't like, they would just censor it, like that one Kurt Angle segment. That's true. Or at ECW One Night Stand when they had to literally just start bleeping the crowd, so the entire show was getting bleeped every 2 seconds.
They did it last night, didn't they? They took, the crowd was telling Becky to shut the F up, and they were muting that.
John Williams for $4.99 also says, yeah, Marv, Europe is on another level. Remember how Princess Diana died? Well, I mean, that's just the paparazzi. That would happen here, too, I think.
What? Yeah.
That's the paparazzi is the paparazzi no matter where you go. And a lot of those journalists were probably American that chased her down.
No,
But
that they were a different animal. They're all like Americans now because of all the laws that got passed.
Mm-hmm.
These people were awful, terrible.
On The Crown, they cover just like how terrible the paparazzi were with Princess Diana, and it just looked miserable. All BBB for $2. Fantastic. Another fantastic avatar there.
I got a shout out from Pro last week.
What happened?
He popped in on Lauren Apollo and got a shout out from Pro. He popped Pro.
Oh, wait, what did he use as the thing at that point?
It wasn't the picture. He was enamored with the name. He could not wrap his head around the perfect.
Oh, was it the full name?
Acronym.
Yeah. I use the ghost of Chris Benoit as my security guard. Oof. Blazing Bolts for $5 says, Travis, thoughts on Borat, Sami Zayn being the new US champion? Oh, is he real? Oh, I didn't even see that.
I think I'm surprised anything USA doesn't burn Sami Zayn like a cross does a vampire.
American flag.
That's what I think of Sami Zayn.
I think it's what everyone
pig.
thinks. I can't stand him. CM for $10 says, want to start a GoFundMe's number one commission WWE to give Seth a heel theme to stop that crowd death owl. Number 2, 24/7 duck hunting. Peking glum goals. That's funny.
Glum gold! Glum gold! Glum gold! Glum gold!
Yeah, if you take that theme music away from Seth, I think he's not nearly as over because people just love to do that.
It would be the same as if the music stopped because,
Yeah. They would still do it. Blazing Bolts for $5. Marv, who was your favorite Muppet from the Firefly Funhouse? Mine was Mercy the Buzzard. I like Huskus the Pig Boy because I love the Muscle Man dance. And spoiler alert, one of the things that I was so upset about in the Firefly Funhouse match was that the Muscle Man dance was not featured at all. Like I thought the Huskus room was going to be some kind of twisted version of the Muscle Man dance, and it wasn't. And I was like, man, missed opportunity. Not Zack Ryder for $4.99 says WWE has Olympians now, and Nikki Bella gets a match. Well, you have to understand, she used to bang John Cena. John Williams.
She had 3 shows on the E Network, and
yes,
has a pretty decent name, Dancing with the Stars. Can you name the 3 Olympians? And
probably not. John Williams for $199 says not a suplex. The John Williams for $4.99 says if Logan Paul was around the 80s and 90s, he would have been a wrestler first. Possible. CM for $5 says headlock headlines are like Marvel and Star Wars movies in production for years and may or may not ever be seen. No, they always come out. Stop it. Look, Look,
headlock.
You can have them good or you can have them fast. You choose. If you don't care about quality, I'll pop them out every single day. They'll be terrible.
Say it louder
but you
for
can
the
have
people in
them.
the back.
So should we get Leslie Headland to start writing these things?
Yeah. If you want them every day, then Leslie Headland's going to write them.
You need
How
to
about
make
that?
promos, Marv, with 4 studio chairs. One that says Tooney, Marv, Trips, and be like, coming soon. Yeah, Dave.
But you gotta stream it live for 7 hours.
Right.
Yes. You can have, like I always say, look, there is a triangle of content, right? And that triangle is fast, good, and cheap.
God,
and you
the
can
economic formula.
you can only have 2 of those. You can have fast and cheap. You can have fast and cheap, but it's not good. You can have fast and good, but it's not cheap. Or you could have cheap and fast, but it's not. It's blah.
It's not good. Like my episode coming up.
I think we need a Kevin, almost like a Sam the Eagle puppet, come here and like, this is how it's supposed to be. Now Sam used to do this. I think you need to work on that.
There's nothing sacred. John Williams 499 says, I'm gonna make Bret Hart my new champion. I'll book him better than Vince. Than both Vinces. Maybe he'll draw money for you. Andre Adams from 999 says Sami Zayn built like they go behind the dumpster and wake him up before his matches.
Oh, true. Hey, by the way, Bret paid the bills. He paid the mortgage. You didn't have play
He didn't
money.
have spending money.
Yeah.
Brett buy pay-per-views.
No, while Bret was champion, they took the water coolers out of Titan Tower. They had to take the water coolers out because they couldn't afford them anymore. So I don't know about how he paid the mortgage. So, and then when he became WCW champion, the bloom was already off the rose. But Blazing Bolts for $5 says Jennifer Peppermint writes the headlock headlines. Yeah, that's it. That's 100% it. That'll be what happened. And then the one and only Cubics for $199 says, I said Goose!
My favorite Big Show moment. First of all, who even says that anymore? And then, refilm it! We're going to do it over. Go to commercial, and we're coming right back like it never happened. And then you're going to OVW. And then you're going to OVW.
I like the story that Bubba Ray Dudley tells about the Sandman when they were touring Japan, where he said that Sandman was in the locker room trying to work out the match with all the Japanese wrestlers, and he has no couth. He says, the first thing I want to do is I'm going to Pearl Harbor you. And then a kamikaze over here. Like, he just had no clue about cultural, tact.
Okay,
It's a win for a long night.
All right, guys. You know what? Let before we get into the Halloween Horror Nights thing, I want to show. I haven't watched this yet. It was sent into our group chat. It is apparently Mr. T's daughter, who is a stand-up comedian.
Oh, I meant to send this to you, and I totally forgot.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, so we're gonna watch it now. I just had it up and then it went away. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Mr. T's daughter. And let's pop that up there. All right, so let's see what she has to say about Hulk Hogan.
Mohawk Gold. Most people think I'm lying when I say that, but I'm like, why would I pick him? Like, who the fuck is lying about Mr. T, right?
Okay, this lady rules right away.
One ha-ha, and all of a sudden she's Sarah Silverman. I get it.
No, she's funny. She's not Sarah Silverman. Though Sarah Silverman did paint her face to look like this lady one time. Little known fact.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd say. Ooh.
Talking about Mr. T, right? And I grew up in the 80s and 90s, so either everyone believed me or no one believed me. Like, there was no in between. I grew up in
Oh man, that's so true. Could you imagine like going to school and be like, yeah, my dad's Mr. T, like from the A-Team in the 80s? Nobody would have believed you.
very wealthy neighborhood, so everybody believed me there because they were like, why the fuck else is your black ass here, right? Like, but when I was a kid, we lived on the south side of Chicago, and like, I get it. Like, I'm a black girl at an all-black school, and I'm trying to explain to my friends that the reason why they've never seen my dad before is because he's doing WrestleMania with Hulk Hogan, right? Like, everybody was like, shut the fuck up, Erica, right? And those were the teachers, right? So,
does she go by Erica T?
Erica
Because
T. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
I got this complex, and this is for real. My friends will tell you, or like people I meet. If I'm on stage, I'll talk about my dad, but I never tell people like who my dad is or like stuff I've seen because no one ever believes me, and they like really don't. Like, I will give you an example, like because like when I was in kindergarten, first grade, like kids kind of like ostracized me and wouldn't talk to me because I was like little lion ass Erica, you know, like they didn't believe me, and so
God help this girl when she was a kid if she did not treat her mother right. Because he probably would sing the full song, the Treat Your Mother Right song. You guys remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Treat her right. Treat your mother right.
Especially on Valentine's Day.
My favorite was, everybody got to wear clothes. If you don't, she can get arrested. Oh, my goodness. Hold on. Waffle just dropped again.
You ever see the Mr. T. Webster Christmas special?
No.
Pretty sure it was on NBC.
now I have to.
Yeah, that's sounds like something I have to see now.
this one weekend, all right, I'm telling you guys this. Don't tell anybody the story, but this one weekend, went to this WrestleMania event with my dad, and he was partners with Hulk Hogan, right? And my dad, it was the first time I was seeing wrestling live, right? So my dad's like, don't worry about it. It's fake. He's telling me, I have a sister who's 8 years older than me. He's like, oh, don't worry about it. It's all fake, whatever, blah, blah. And he's in this wrestling match with this guy named Roddy Piper. Do you guys know who that is? Okay. And it's another dude or whatever, right? So my dad gets into the ring and immediately...
Oh, how dare you! Another dude!
Roddy Piper flips my dad in a way, and he cracks my dad's ribs, right? So my dad has to go to the emergency room, right? So me and my sister are crying, whatever. They take my dad to the ER. They bring him back to... He comes back to the hotel room. He's all bandaged up. And like Hulk Hogan's in our hotel room, and Hulk Hogan's doing... like lines of cocaine, right? And
that was amazing delivery. I was not expecting that to go there.
he still has the yellow shorts on, right? And he's like, T, I'm gonna fuck him up when I see. I swear to God, I'm gonna fuck him up. And my dad's just like, oh God, my ribs hurt so badly, right? And then there's a knock at the door, and it was Roddy Piper, right? And he goes, hey, T, I'm real sorry about what happened. And Hulk Hogan.
Oh, I immediately call bullshit on this story. I immediately now call bullshit on this story. There's no way in hell he apologized to Mr. T.
Absolutely not. No.
Yeah, no, this is made up.
Wow, you guys don't believe it,
was
huh?
like, fuck that, and grabs Roddy Piper and brings him into the hotel room, throws him against the wall, smashes the mirror. They're beating him. My dad's trying to break it up. Hulk Hogan's wife, Linda's there, and she's like, Terry, stop, right? And I'm like, wow, I didn't know that was his name, right? So, and my mom is trying to make my dad stop, and they're just beating, and all this stuff is flipped over and shit like that. Me and my sister are crying, and then we get on a plane. We come back to Chicago. I go to class. We're sitting in a sharing circle, and the teacher's like, what'd you do this weekend? And I was like, not a fucking thing. All right, I was Erica Clark. Thanks.
Okay, that wasn't bad.
Funny story, but we all know
bullshit.
Roddy Piper hated Mr. T, so that did
yeah.
not happen.
I'm sorry. I didn't break all your ribs.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, Hulk Hogan is not grabbing Roddy Piper and trying to fight him. Piper would have eaten him for lunch if he had done that. Like, oh, I've just been looking for a reason, motherfucker. Like, that would have gone so south so fast.
I believe they were all in a room. I believe a mirror got broken. And I believe Linda said Terry.
And I believe Hulk Hogan was doing cocaine. All right, guys, you ready to take a look at the Wyatt 6 house from Halloween Horror Nights? Now, normally you are not allowed to film in a Halloween Horror Nights house, but I was there as media. I had a media pass, so I was allowed to film. It was me and a bunch of other people. So we went to this gala event that was for media. So you go there, and I thought it was going to be like in this tiny little room, like me and like maybe a couple of other outlets. And, you know, they do like a brief presentation, maybe some past hors d'oeuvres. No, this was a full gala in the old Nickelodeon studios.
Dude,
like
it looked like a press gala.
That's exactly what it was. It was a press gala, but I had never really
dinner.
been to one before. Yeah,
Right.
So we sit down, and you know, my wife and I. So they have all the Halloween Horror Nights food all around the room, and you could just go up and sample it because it's there for you to review. Obviously, yeah, the press. Here's the thing with me and Halloween Horror Nights food: I hate it all because I have a really weak stomach, and Halloween Horror Nights food typically is made to look disgusting. But I have tried a lot of Horror Nights food over the years. I have liked none of it. I have never disliked anything as much as the Huskus Muscle Man slop that was served to me at this thing. It was a sloppy Joe with jalapeno bacon jam, with dill pickle potato chips on a chocolate almond bun. And it was vile. It is, if you watch any of the Halloween Horror Nights food videos on YouTube right now, they'll be like, this is the best and worst food. The Huskus Muscle Man slop is on everybody's worst list. Nobody liked it. The only thing I had that was almost as bad was the Five Nights at Freddy's pizza, because that was really, really bad. But anyway, it's like we're sitting down, and there's this like father and his like 20-year-old son sitting next to us. And the father says something to my wife where he points at his son and he goes, oh, well, you know, he's the most famous person in this room by far. And I'm like, who the fuck is this kid? So apparently his name is Merrick Hanna. He was on America's Got Talent, and he had 33 million TikTok followers.
Wow.
He was the one that asked me why they had a WWE house, and I explained it to him. Because money. But yeah, so like there were a lot of people in that room that were, you know, a lot bigger than me in this sphere. But they introduced all the houses. I felt like I didn't belong there, but so they did all the houses up on the stage. Like they went through all of them and like talked about what they were and how they developed them. When they did the Wyatt one, they played a exclusive clip from Uncle Howdy where he was talking about it, and then the lights in the room like skitzed out, and then all of the Wyatt 6 like appeared in the room. Obviously, people playing them because they were in Europe at the time, and you know they like played the music and they did the "We're Here," and they did that just in the room full of the press. That was really cool. You know, they had Art the Clown come out. They had the girl from Fallout, which I don't care about. But then we got to go on the RIP tour, which involved us going into all 10 of the haunted houses at Halloween Horror Nights. Now, thankfully, the tour guide that we were with was a Bray Wyatt super fan. Like, absolutely loved. Like, she literally cried in the house that we were in. And all the other influencers that I was in the group with, they were all big time wrestling fans. Who you know loved Bray Wyatt, loved the Wyatt. So everybody was really excited. So then we went in to the house, and here's how it starts. Now I cannot play you guys the entire house because that is against the rules that were set down. They said you can film. They said you could film, but don't play the entire thing because you know preserve the experience for others. So I want to be invited back to more of these. So here's how it ended. So that's the intro. That's like when you first go in. So they have the mannequins of them, and of course the Uncle Howdy and the Abby are real. So then you go in to the gorilla position. I was like, please tell me they've got Trip in here, like laid out, or like what's his face? Yeah, right. There were a lot of Easter eggs throughout this house. Like in the gorilla position, I didn't get a shot of it, but I saw it the second time we came through it. On the table in the gorilla position are Gorilla Monsoon's glasses. So that was a nice little cool homage. There we go. Where's Chad Gable? You just heard me say, "Where's Chad Gable?" Because I was expecting Chad Gable to be like nailed to the wall or something. I don't know who that was supposed to be. Probably just random wrestler. But then you go through. This is a little bit later in the house. You go through the this area that's like all. I think it's like you're supposed to be headed toward like the entranceway. Oh wait, no. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is the Firefly Funhouse. This is the part with the Firefly Funhouse. So, bunch of Easter eggs in here. You've got the Money in the Bank briefcase. You got the chainsaw. You got Jimmy Hart's megaphone. You got the Undertaker's urn. You got Alexa's mallet. So there was a whole lot of those things all over the place.
They wanted to forget about all of us.
So there's Mercy. I don't know how that's Abby the Witch, because it looks nothing like Abby. And the Huskus pig in here is terrible too. But they have the Abandon All Hope sign here. Okay, this girl broke the internet because I had to look like close because I was like, is that Alexa Bliss? Like, it really looked like her and was like the right height and everything like that too. So that was insane. Okay, so just to put up that Alexa Bliss again. I mean, that looks just like Alexa Bliss, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you can see just the costumes were fantastic. You know,
so there are two houses?
What was that?
Was there two houses? Or
no,
it just went into another, like, kind of a section, I guess. Right?
Yeah, it's just another section. Like, there were different.
Gotcha.
You go through, like, so you start off in, like, the backstage area at WWE, and then you go into the Firefly Funhouse, and then you go into this area that was, it was like the tech area. So I'll play that one next. And so then it goes into, there's a room for each of the characters. So the first one you went into was Ramblin' Rabbit's room.
Rambling Rabbit, down the rabbit hole.
I liked that the guy playing Eric Rowan was big, at least. And then, so I put in the Huskus room here because this room was effing disgusting. They made the room smell, and like, so it smelled like I don't even know how to describe it, like rot, almost. And like, it turned my stomach, and I gagged, and I was like, okay, breathe through your mouth. And then that was a mistake because you could taste the smell because it was an artificial smell being pumped into there. So it literally, I just had to hold my breath to get through this room. It was terrible. I really don't like that they're using smell now. So, this was the room that I thought should have been the muscle. And so now here's an interesting Easter egg that we found. Why is the ECW title in the garbage?
Should have had the WCW TV title.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I couldn't, like, we walked in that one room and I'm like, is that the ECW World Championship? Why is it there? But yeah, so this is heading into the Mercy room. And then the last area you go through is the swamp. You actually go through the Wyatt compound.
This is where it all began. The mind of my brother, Bray Wyatt. This is where it all began. The mind of my Travis, the point of no return. Haven't you seen it?
So there were all pictures in there. I'm pretty sure there was a Luke Harper picture in there as well, which I was glad to see. Welcome back, Awful. So I didn't like that they changed the quote. It should be "I am the color red." I didn't like the past tense being used there because I thought the whole point of the house was that, like, he's still here, he's still with us. So this right here is the finale of the house.
As always, I like the way.
So there you go. That was bits and pieces of the Wyatt house at Halloween Horror Nights. What do you guys think?
There should have been a Josh Matthews, Tim White room.
That's not wise. They could have borrowed the big industrial fans from Disney because they have to put them in the Haunted Mansion queue now since they boarded up the rivers of America. But yeah, I mean, Travis, you've been to Halloween Horror Nights before, so what did you think of it?
Oh, it looked fun. I kind of wish they had a Katie Vick. I thought that'd been kind of a fun Easter egg having her in there, like a casket and maybe a DX shirt next to her, something like that. I don't know. But I mean, I remember you told me last year when we were there that you gave me a little scoop that there was going to be one.
Mm-hmm.
So it was interesting how they were going to, go through it and everything. But it looked fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that Park Place, we broke the story that this was definitely, there had been rumblings that it was going to happen, but we had we had gotten a definitive say from a source that this was 100% happening. So it was very, very exciting to actually see it come to fruition. Not the first time they've done a house for WWE at Horror Nights, because they did The Undertaker years ago. And Halloween Horror Nights has come a long way since that one, though. My goodness. But that one was, it had Paul Bearer in it, had Kane in it, it had Mankind in it. Yeah.
Were those successful, Marv?
Yeah, they were successful. I mean, Halloween Horror Nights is in its 34th year. So, there's the Hulkamaniacs here. That's what
That's not hot.
I mean, no kidding. If you can go to Halloween Horror Nights, it is fun. I mean,
it's so much fun.
Yeah, it is.
The Five Nights at Freddy's house is the coolest thing I've ever seen, because it's all Jim Henson Company created animatronics, and they're fantastic. It was, it was incredible. The house for Terrifier, it wasn't scary. It was just disgusting. Like that one, I almost threw up in. Also, it was just really.
Did they have the girl upside down?
I don't remember. I blocked a lot of it out. There was just some really good stuff this year. Can't recommend it enough. It was an amazing event. And I'm glad I got to go and do all 10 houses in one night because I've never done all 10 houses before, even in a season, because I get the frequent fear pass, so I go all the time. I'm going back tomorrow night with a friend of mine. We'll probably only do like 2-3 houses. So,
Marv, did they do like a Q&A afterwards or anything like that?
No, there was no Q&A. It was just, so the guy that developed the house, he got up on stage and talked about it a lot. And I guess the way it came about was he had shared something, maybe when it was like when Bray Wyatt returned or something like that. He'd shared it on on social media. He had done something, and Bray responded to him and said something like, "Hey, when we doing the Halloween Horror Nights house?" Because he knew that he was a developer for Universal. And so he said he slid into Bray's DMs at that point, and they've been planning this ever since. So this was originally something that Bray put into motion that they're now finishing for him, which, you know, is it would have been so much cooler had this come out while he was alive, because it read a lot like a memorial more so that, and also, you know, wouldn't have had to deal with like all like the Dexter Loomis and stuff like that. Like it would have just been about Bray and the Wyatt family. But I felt like the Funhouse was such a small part of it, and it probably should have been more. Like I wanted more Fiend, but I got like they teased the Fiend for the whole thing until you see him at the very end. So there's a T-shirt with the Fiend on it though that I have to get. I might get that tomorrow night. But yeah, so you guys have any questions about it?
What was
you met somebody, didn't you?
Well, I said it earlier in the show. I met Matt Bloom.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry.
Yeah, A-Train.
Conked out. Yeah.
What was your other favorite?
I mean, my favorites were probably this one, Five Nights at Freddy's, the Norse one. The Dollhouse one was really cool with all like it was like basically Sid's room from Toy Story, with all like the deformed dolls and stuff like that. That was pretty neat. I'm trying to think what other one. Oh, the Friday the 13th one was ridiculous because it was like every version of Jason, with the exception of Jason X, that has ever existed, just like coming at you for the entirety of the house. Like you go through Crystal Lake, and at the end, it's literally just you're moving through like tent drapery, and the Jasons are just like coming at you like from both sides over and over and over again. They called it a gauntlet. So that was the cool thing about doing the tour, was that we had the tour guide who kind of explained everything to us and like told us the story of each house before we went into it. Because some of the originals you have to actually like know before you go in what the story is to actually kind of understand it. The scare zones this year I thought were meh. They had one that was kind of neat, the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane. I thought that one had a lot of stuff, but a lot of them I feel like they're not putting as much effort into those anymore.
Were they Blumhouse ones again?
No, they didn't. No, where the Blumhouse one was, now they have like a dance party, which was I felt really weird. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get to some super chats, and then glad we got to share that with you guys. Let's see. John Williams for $1.99 says $5. Vince told Andre to make Roddy apologize. that might have happened. If I had never heard a story that Mr. T cracked his ribs, I feel like if Piper had actually cracked Mr. T's ribs, Piper would have been taking credit for it for the last 50 years.
Oh, of course.
I turned Mr. T into a T-bone steak.
You and Kumia for $1.99 says, I don't need a mask with this face. And John Williams for $1.99 says, because I buried it, duh. Let's see. Okay. So Beard has got me a bunch of Meltzer stuff. That's great. Kev, do you have to head out in 15 minutes to prep for Lauren and Apollo?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll get to the Meltzer stuff now then, so that we've got you around for that. So, well, guys,
so it's okay.
Time for a little segment we like to call it. News, guys. Dave Meltzer is an idiot. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. So, there's not a lot of Meltzer stuff. We almost actually skipped the entirety of this segment, but there's some stuff that just apparently happened.
Captain, you're underwater.
Yeah.
I am?
Not anymore.
Okay, so I was. All right. So let's first of all, there was a he went ballistic about this Bandito versus Hechicero, or however you say that. Well, we'll find out because he's about to say it. So let's take a look at what Dave thought about this AEW match. I'm sure he loved it. But when the hell is it? There it is. Okay.
A lot of people said the best match of the year, and I would not argue.
God,
who said that?
You did. Hear it. What did he say?
With his newly black hair, he said this Bandito match was the best match of the year.
What?
I would not say if it was up to me, I would probably have it top 3, maybe even 2. God, that match was so good. I mean, Bandito's been in. I mean, he's got a good shot at winning, or at least placing really high in most outstanding, because some of them.
Again, talking about his stupid awards as if they're, the be all end all of the wrestling world, the mark of excellence.
I thought he didn't pick them.
I guess he thinks that his people are going to do it.
Matches that he's had this year, but this was at worst, his second best match. If not his best. I could not say.
This is the liver worst.
Guys, I always call Dave Meltzer an old man, but very clearly I'm mistaken, because look how black his hair is.
Dude, he's 35 years old today.
Yeah, he's a young man.
We do need to spend a little time on just how black his hair is.
Come on, man.
This is just
like you bought the hair dye.
Eddie Munster.
He bought the hair dye that's got the black guy on the box.
Yeah.
His widow peak is going in the wrong direction.
At worst, to me, third best match of the year for anyone. I mean, this match was like so great. And Hechicero, it's the best match. It was the best performance I've ever seen by Hechicero. The Bandito match with.
Oh, for the love of God! All right, so that's Dave Meltzer.
May I ask you, gentlemen, like, what match have you seen, sight unseen, context unseen, and by the end of it, you're like, oh my God, that was incredible? Because I know they didn't tell no story in this match. I just know it.
No, of course
don't even
not.
have to see it.
Because Dave doesn't like stories. Dave likes gymnastics contests.
I would say the very first time I watched Tajiri work Super Crazy.
Okay. Excellent example.
Yeah.
ECW Arena, I can almost tell.
All right, so let's move on to this one. Raj Giri, who said, how stupid does someone have to be to believe that more people watch Dynamite than Raw on a given week? Because apparently this is Dave's new thing, that more people watch Dynamite than watch Raw now, since the move to Netflix.
He's ascended full retard. He's hit full retard too.
All right, so Raj just asked that simple question. Let's see how Dave responded. Here's the answer. If there's a TV show with 5 million viewer hours, 2.6 million viewers, live viewers watch 2.6 hours, and viewers the rest of the week watch 1.93 hours, how many viewers watch live? To find the number of live viewers, let's break down the problem using the given information. We're getting Meltzer math here. Total viewer hours, 5 million hours. Total viewers, 2.6 million. Live viewers watch 2.6 hours each. Non-live rest of the week viewers watch 1.393 hours each. You said that already. Let LL be the number of live viewers and N be the number of non-live viewers. We know the total viewers equation, L plus N equals 2.6 million. And L plus N equals 2.6 million. Why did he write that twice?
We need an ad machine sound in the background while you read this.
Total viewer hours equation 2.6L plus 1.93N equals 5 million. I'll repeat it because it bears repeating. We can solve these equations step by step. Step 1, solve for... He's trying to prove that he's smart here, right?
He's trying to act like a college professor, but he's acting like he's really a dumb shit.
I cannot believe he's actually doing this. This is the dumbest, saddest, stupidest thing I've ever seen him do. Hey, Jack Vince, he's Rain Man, except he wouldn't win big at a casino. Fantastic. We can solve for these equations step by step. Step 1, solve for NN in terms of LL. From the first equation, N equals 2.6 million L. N equals 2.6 million minus L. Step 2, substitute NN into the viewer hours equation. Substitute N equals 2.6 million minus LN equals 2.6 million minus L into the second equation. 2.6L plus 1.93. 2.6 million minus L equals 5 million. Step 3, simplify and solve for LL. Distribute the 1.93. 2.6L plus 1.93 times 2.6 million minus 1.93L equals 5 million. Why does it keep adding 5 million? Calculate 1.93 times 2.6 million. 1.93 times 2.6 million. 1.93 times 2.6 million equals 5,018,000. So the equation becomes 2.6L plus 5,018,000 minus 1.93L equals 5 million. Combine the like terms. 2.6 minus 1.93. L plus 5,018,000 equals 5 million. 0.6L plus 5.18,000 million. 5,018,000 equals 5 million. Subtract 5,018,000 from both sides, and you get 0.6L equals 5 million. Minus 5,018,000, where 0.67L equals 18,000. And now 0.76L. I might just rip this for the headlines entirely.
I can't do it.
Equals negative 18,000. So solve for LL. L equals minus 18 million 0.67. L equals 0.67 minus 18,000. L equals 26,865.67. Step 4, interpret the results. A negative number of viewers. L equals negative 26,865. Or 26,865.67. L equals 26,865.67 is not possible, indicating an issue with input data. Let's double check the calculations and assumptions. But let's not double check AEW's numbers because some dweeb on the internet said that they were over 1 million. We can trust that. But literally, to try and disprove WWE, he did all of this because somebody literally just said this. That is when you know you are living rent-free in somebody's head, guys. When you get all of this because you said a single sentence. And then, of course, Raj replied, you do know that when Nielsen tabulates minutes watched for streaming, they don't include ads, right? Just the best response ever.
How can anybody take the time to write all that? Oh, dear God.
You think if he's as busy as he thinks he is?
I mean, it's just like he just started typing numbers like, what was like those monkeys that were in Superman? They were just like,
yes.
That's what it's like.
Was he trying to do Steiner math? Was that what this was? And why was he writing everything twice? I'm a mathematician.
I don't even know where he got that. I just.
For my next trick, I'm going to pull fake numbers out of this hat because I'm a mathematician. I'm a math magician.
Could you imagine if he spent that much time doing all those formulas but can't clean his fucking room?
Anything but pick up your papers, right?
Jesus
Do
Christ.
anything but pick up those papers.
Sergeant Dave Meltzer, MathNet.
gosh.
Ugh.
Anyway, guys, that's Dave for you. Oh,
It's so crazy. Who was he writing that for?
Well,
he had to prove he's smarter than Raj.
Neckbeard put the genesis of the rant in the back chat.
Mm.
Yeah, he had to prove that he was smarter than Raj. It's what I showed.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. We have one more thing to talk about this week, and that is that Tony Khan had to give away ROH for free due to issues with streaming with service provider Brightcove, who haven't yet given a time frame for stream repair. Good Lord, how many issues does he have with these streaming partners that he signs up with? I've put ROH DBD Death Before Dishonor streaming free on the ROH YouTube Live now. For this inconvenience of tonight's stream issue, we'll offer a free 1-month credit to all current ROH subscribers. All 12 of them?
Yeah, dude.
You got to think this is the most. I think Neckbeard said it on X, or maybe Awful. You were the one who said it. I don't remember who said it, but somebody said this is, without a doubt, the most people that have ever watched ROH since Tony Khan took it over.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I didn't say that, but it's that. First off,
it might have been Beard then.
Yeah, I'm so curious as to why Tony Khan would tweet this out and not the ROH Twitter, the Twitter account. He's just a very desperate guy, and actually, I don't even understand why you would even put this out in the first place. Just leave it alone. You're not really catering to a lot of people.
You want to know how many views it got? 186,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to know how many people were watching it live when Lauren and I went off the air?
How many?
405.
Oof. All right, let's compare that to, Triple Mania, which that did 2.6 mil. And it looks like the Spanish language one did so on the WWE stream did 2.6 million. The AAA stream did 1.3 million. I don't know. Can we get some Meltzer math to figure that one out? Well, if you carry the 5 million.
Tony Khan got a bad adoption. He adopted this company, ROH. It's not bringing back anything for him, and he knows he's got to unload this thing, because it's or make it a true training camp. Like, don't even have television. Just put the ring in a building somewhere and have.
Why don't you just put it on YouTube? Why don't you just make the ad revenue? I can't imagine
it probably
the ad
costs
revenue.
more to produce than to get the ad revenue out of it. Think about that.
Well, yeah, but do you really think he's breaking even with that with that Honor Club thing?
No, but I mean, I don't think he'll do much better
actually. How many people do you think actually watch that?
Not many.
This thing was free on YouTube, and he couldn't even get it to collision numbers.
And of course, bad promotion.
Oh yeah.
So people still pay for Ring of Honor? I mean, I'm out of that loop.
Boy,
yes, yeah, no, they pay for Honor Club, which is
Wow.
a streaming service that allows you to watch Ring of Honor.
What is that price? I would love to know.
Man.
Let's find
$3. What do you guys think? If it's anything anywhere near $15,
$14.99.
5 million.
I'll say $19.
Oh my God!
He will do something dumb like that.
Let's see. I don't see prices on this website. Where do you even go to sign up?
All right,
let's go sign up. Nope, not entering my credentials. Sorry, Tony.
Only when you hit send will he tell you the price. $42.92.
Huh. Yeah, there is so far there is absolutely no prices listed on this site.
It says $9.99.
Is it $9.99?
So what we've been told by Someone in the chat.
Okay.
But that's still too much. What are you getting on that streaming service? Are you getting the old Ring of Honor? Like,
I think,
and even that, like,
it looks to me like it has old stuff on it.
Okay. $10 a month. Do you know how many great apps are out there that you can do things with than sitting there watching an ROH fucking pay-per-view or some old episode?
You've been watching Marvin Apollo.
Yeah,
For
how
free.
about that?
Speaking of which, Kevin Apollo, you got to head over there. I'm going to join you at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over there on the WWE Pro channel for Late Night with Lauren and Apollo. Very, very excited to get over there and do that with you. So what do you got going on over there today?
We got a couple of news stories, and I believe, if I remember properly, what we're going to be talking about is the old school pulp heroes like Captain Video, The Shadow, like stuff like that. We're gonna go back in time and talk about some of the old stuff and how it influences what we see today, and hopefully eventually we'll get Travis on there.
Oh,
that'd be awesome. Well, all right, Kev, we'll see you over there. Make sure we put the link in the chat here for people to go over and watch. I'm assuming that the stream is up, so
we will see. Let me go see. Let's go find out.
Yep, it's up there.
Okay.
So I'll put it in the chat.
I'll go. All right, gents.
Yep.
Travis,
see you over there, Kev.
Awful. See you later.
Yes, peace.
Take care, guys.
Yep. All righty. Just put that in there. So, Awful Wrestling, you got your YouTube channel. What do you got going on?
Oh man, still hard at work on the next episode. I'd also like to do an Awful Jeopardy sometime next week. Hopefully, if I can cram it in my schedule. But yeah, also this Thursday, the next episode of This Is Awful. So if you're subscribed to the Awful Wrestling YouTube channel, you can see it there. We'll be doing it for subscribers only and offering it to the rest of the world maybe a few days afterwards. But of course, you can check me out there and also on Twitter at AEWFUL Wrestling, and of course every Tuesday here at 8 p.m. Eastern on Tooney Talk Wrestling.
Of course, and we still have some super chats to get to. I didn't realize. Andre Adams for $4.99 says, "Hold up, Dave uses Beijing." Yeah. Oh, John Williams for $1.99 says, "I wouldn't buy a product that had a wrapper on it."
Yeah, he was like two ends, and I turn off the channel. Sorry, I had to say it.
John Williams for $1.99 says, "Ain't no gimmicks in your blind sock." Regina Sharp for $5 says, "I was told there'd be no math." Well, apparently, they lied to you.
Glum gold.
You would give me a sustained Brit. $4.99 says, "Short plus calculus." Damn, Dave. Liger J81 for $3 says, "Do your math there. God."
I got that one.
Yeah, I did. Regina Sharp for $5 says, "Oh, for the love of, I've seen metaphysical theorems that had less needless complexity."
Yeah, really.
Andre Adams for $4.99 says, "I'm glad no one asked him about colors." And John Williams for $1.99 says, Why would I need to break even?"
Right.
And Blazing Bolts for $3 says, "Brock likes orange Muppet Brock Smash." Travis, thank you very much for being here with us tonight, buddy. We love having you here. Open door. Whenever you want to come on, you are more than welcome. Anything you wanted to say or promote or anything like that?
I'm just glad to get back to some semblance of normalcy and having fun with my family and everything. But I do want to, I can't announce this right now, but my son, something special is going to happen to him tomorrow. I can't say what it is, but if you look on my Twitter, it's going to be something really fun. And if you just want to see something cheerful from me, check my Twitter out tomorrow.
Oh, can't wait to see it, man. That's awesome. Awesome. And
Nice.
as Neckbeard said, you've always got a home with us here on the Tooney Town channels.
Well,
You're
I
best,
love
man.
the show. We talk privately. I love everything about the show. It keeps me normal.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Keeping them normal, like a high fiber diet. But guys, thanks so much. I'll see you guys over there on the Lauren and Apollo show at 11 o'clock. From all of us here at the Tooney Town channels, take it out of here.
Now, Perry the Platypus, feel the wrath of my thank you-inator! Thank you, you piece of trash.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you! Oh, I suppose you want me to say thank you. Well, you know what? Saying thank you is like jobbing. Thank you! I got a little message. Thank you. Ooh, yeah! Oh, thank you! Oh, thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thanks? For what? Hi-ho from all of us here at Tooney Town. Thank you!
And viewers like you. Thank you.